So I have a fun little demonstration for you today involving ethyl alcohol. And this is the kind of alcohol that we find in things like alcoholic beverages, in hand sanitizers, and also in the gasoline that we use in our cars. Contains a portion of ethyl alcohol. So one of the things I wanted to show you real quick was if we pour just a little bit on the bench, it burns very slowly. We can see it burning there, and not with a tremendous amount of heat. And so if we want to speed up this combustion process that you see here, we can do that by taking our alcohol and going from the liquid phase into a vapor phase. And so that's what I'm going to do with these bottles that you see here in front of me. So let me demonstrate with my first bottle here. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this ethyl alcohol into this bottle, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour the excess into another container here. And then I want you to see how quickly now the ethyl alcohol that is now in the vapor phase in this small bottle ignites. So here we go. There we go. Okay. So very quickly. Of course, that was very quick, and so what I'd like to do is begin to scale it up so that you can get a better sense of the reaction that's taking place here. So I'm going to add some to a little bit larger bottle, and I'm going to go ahead and transfer the excess into the next bottle. So now I'm transferring this excess in because we don't want to be burning the liquid. We saw how slowly that burns. I just want to have the ethanol vapor in my container. So here's that next one. Much quicker, right? So let's scale it up again to a little bit larger. So I had some of that extra ethanol that I poured into this container. Let me pour the excess into the next. And we'll scale this one up. Here we go. Okay. Much faster, right? Okay. So let's scale it up again. So I've got a little bit more now, a little bit larger bottle. Okay. Let me get it good and shaken up. These larger bottles, we're going to want to shake them just a little bit more to make sure that we've got a lot of ethanol vapor in there, that the inside is completely filled with that ethanol vapor. Okay. Move this out of the way, and here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep. So now we're starting to see how much of that ethanol vapor we get to burn inside of our container, and how much or how quickly it burns as well, how quickly it combusts when it's in that gas phase. Okay. So now I've got a much larger container now. Okay, make sure that all my excess liquid is out. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. Much better, right? Okay, so now let's move on to our big containers. Okay, so clearly we've got some larger containers here for us to work with. So let me fill these containers with some ethanol as well. So we'll get these going. Let me shake this one up really good. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and pour the excess into the next one. Okay, so this one you can clearly see that there's no liquid left in there. Okay, and here we go, 1, 2, 3. So you can see it working back into the container as oxygen from the air feeds back into the container, allowing for combustion of some of the ethanol that still remains in that container that just didn't have time to burn before all of the oxygen ran out. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna dump off. Okay, here we go. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was pretty good. All right, last one, here we go. So I've got my largest container that we have available. Put a little bit more ethanol into this container for you all. I think that's all I got right there. Okay. Set my container out of the way. Here we go. I want to get this good and shaken up. Okay. Dump it into my container here. All right, and here we go. Last one, here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's still breathing. Okay, there you go. Combustion of ethanol in a demonstration we like to call fire bottles.